Hello everyone, welcome back to MuleSoft with Azure Integration series. As part of this series, today we are going to talk about Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, Azure Cosmos DB integration with MuleSoft. We are going to talk about mainly CRUD operations. Okay, CRUD operations. See what is C here? CRUD means okay. C means create, R means read, U means update, D means delete. From the last session, we have talked about so what is Azure Cosmos? Okay, what is the use of Azure Cosmos? And we have discussed about how to create Azure Cosmos DB account and how to create containers and how to work with create document and get document. But today's session, we are going to mainly focus on these CRUD operations. Okay. So before going to jump into this topic, if you want to know more about Azure, okay, Azure Cosmos DB, so just go to our YouTube channel. So here you can see ViTech Talks playlist. In this playlist, MuleSoft Azure Integration. Okay, just click on this one. So here you can able to see Azure Cosmos DB NoSQL integration with MuleSoft. First, you can go through this one so that you will be able to understand what is Azure Cosmos and how to create the Azure Cosmos DB account. What is URI and what is key? Those things and all you can able to understand. And also how to create the containers and how to add the document manually and how to query the document. So those things and all I have already explained in this video. Okay, now let's jump into this topic. So here, if you observe this sequence diagram, so client, so who is client here? We are the clients. Okay, so we are going to send the request to MuleSoft. From MuleSoft, it is going to insert the data and it will retrieve the data, or it will replace the data, or it will delete the data. Okay, this is what we are going to perform in today's session. Okay, now let me clear the drawing. You can create an empty project. So here in search in Exchange, just type Azure Cosmos so that you will be able to get one connector, Azure Cosmos DB connector. So here you can see there are multiple connectors. So in order to create the document, so we do have create document connector here. Just drag this one. Okay, just drag this one. So here we need to configure. Here we need to configure few things. So what are things you need to configure? You need to configure URI, you need to configure key token, and you need to configure version. These three are very, very important. So how to get these values? So what you can do is you can go to portal.azure.com. So here you can go to your Azure Cosmos DB account. So if you come down, So there is an option called keys. Okay, there is an option called keys. So this is our URI. Okay, copy this one and paste it here. Or else what you can do, you can create config.properties. So you can create config.yaml or properties and keep all these properties from there, and from there you can read it. Okay, that is another way of doing this. Okay, now what is the key token here? Key token will be this one. Key token will be either you can copy primary key or secondary key. Okay, better you can take it this primary key. So there is an option called copy clipboard. You can copy this. Now what is the version? So how to take this version? So you need to go to Azure Cosmos DB documentation. So there you can able to identify what are the versions. Okay, so these are the versions it is available. So the latest version, it's from 2018 12 13. Okay, this you need to copy. Anyway, I'll give you this link in a video description. From there you can get these values. Okay, so what next? Then do test connection. See, now test connection is successful. Click on OK. Now go here. So in order to create document, okay, so you need to provide DB ID and collection ID or container ID. Okay, so how to fetch those values? Go to browse. Okay, go to browse option. So here you can able to see database. What is the database? So in this database, how many containers it is available or collection ID. Okay, so this is under collection ID. So you can copy these two values. You can copy these two values and keep it into here. Next, the very important thing is partition key. So every document, okay. So if you observe here, so what is the partition key here? So the account number is the partition key. The account number ID, then the partition key is account number. See, slash account number we have given. So how to create this container and those kind of things, we can learn from previous video. Okay. Now, so this is one of the document. This is one of the document. So in order to provide a partition key, the very important thing. So we should not give the string value here. It will accept only array of or list of values. Okay, we need to keep your partition key inside like this. Okay, then only it will get accept. So that is the reason we have written write payload.accountNumber and application /json. Suppose you want to see what is this. Anyway, I have explained in the previous video. Anyway, I'm going to show you now data wave playground. If you go to data wave playground, payload.message, right? Okay, so the message is hello world. Okay, cool. Payload.accountNumber. Suppose this is your account number. See, so this is how we need to insert. So then only the MuleSoft, the MuleSoft connector, it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. So you have to provide this one. Okay, fine. The payload means, okay, the input payload, whatever the value you are going to provide. Okay, whatever the value you are going to provide here, it will take as the payload in the body. Next, get. Get is something like, okay, create is done. Okay, anyway, I'll explain you at the end. Okay, get flow. This is for get flow. So what we are doing here? So this is also same. It will take the DB config values from the previous flow. So the configuration, it is already done here. Next, document ID, collection ID, collection ID, and okay, this is database name, and this one is document ID. Okay, document ID we are passing here, and the partition key. See here, the same partition key we are passing via query parameters. Okay, we are passing via query parameters. ID and account number I'm passing here. See, write attributes dot query parameters dot account number and application slash JSON. Now I want to create two more flows or replace. So that is called update here. We need to perform update and delete also, right? CRUD operations, update flow. Okay, update flow. Cosmos slash update. Now add the logger. Okay, before update document. Now go to Azure Cosmos DB. So here you can see, in order to update, we need to use replace document. Okay, we need to use replace document. See the same configurations, we need to take it here. Okay, so what I will do, I'll take one by one from here itself, or you can go to portal.azure.com also. So anything will work. Okay, this is our DB account. Okay, that's our DB account. Mule project DB dev. Okay, this one. Sorry. So this one we need to take it. Mule project DB dev. So instead of take it from here, you can go to browse also. Okay, you can go to browse. So here you can copy the properties. Now, what is the document ID? See, document ID, how you are going to pass. So the document ID, I'm going to pass it via payload itself. Okay, payload itself. The document ID, I'm going to pass it via payload itself. So how to take that? Just observe here. Document ID, click on this FX, payload dot ID. Okay. Now, document partition key. So this one is very important. So how to take this partition key? So I'll take this value. Partition key also I'm passing it via payload. Okay. So these are the configurations. Now, transform message. Just give json, the output as payload. So far, create, read, update. Now only pending is delete. See, if you want, you can create everything in a one flow. So based on the query parameter or URI parameter, we can do that. But for better understanding, I have created 4 flows here. Okay. Azure, delete. Just add the logger here. Before delete. Document. Now go to Azure Cosmos DB connector. Delete document. Just drag this one. So here you need to configure the same way. So what is the database? Okay. So what is the container? SBA customer. Now, in order to delete, how we are going to pass the values? Either you will pass it via body or you are going to pass it via query parameters. So that is up to you. So here I am going to consider as query parameters as like get. So how we have done it for get. So the same thing we are going to do it for delete also. Okay, click on this expression mode, write, okay. Attributes dot. So what is the partition key? Account number, right? Account number, comma, application slash json. So this is how we need to pass. Application slash json. Okay, let me check one more time. Okay. So this one is also correct. Okay, the same thing we have written here. Okay, the same thing. That's fine. Now, application slash json. It's giving some error. Okay, let me save it. Okay, click on done. So here we have configured. Okay, everything we have configured. Now, transform message. Just I will give the payload. See, here the payload, whatever we are giving from the Thunder client, so that will get replaced here. That will get replaced every time. Okay, so whenever you do DB operations, so those connectors are going to replace your input payload. But I want to use my input payload from starting to ending. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, so that is very important interview question also. I'll create another video for that, or else I'll explain you in another session. Okay. So how we should not override the input payload. I want to use my input payload until my entire project or entire flow? Okay. Okay, that is different question. Okay, we'll see later. Now, what I will do, I'll go with debug mode. Just I'll keep breakpoints here. Let's perform one by one. Okay, one by one. Meanwhile, okay, it is running now. Meanwhile, let me prepare endpoints for this. So instead of insert, we'll go with update. Okay, update. So here also update. So it's not at replaced. Rename it. Update enter. Okay, update enter. Insert is done. Update get the same way we are doing for delete. Duplicate. It's a delete operation. So update, we can use put method. This is for delete, right? Cosmos delete. Get method update. So I want to update some records or replace. I'm going to use it as put here. Okay, post. Now, if you observe here, post for create, get for read, update. Okay, put, delete. Okay, you can call it as CRUD operations. You can call it as CRUD operations or CRUD operations. Okay, so anything. So sometimes they will ask us like, okay, CRUD or CRUD, CRUD. Okay, both are same only, just replacing the U and R. Okay, that's it. So now we have configured all the flows. Okay, now we have configured all the flows. One for create, get, update and delete. But here, the very important thing. So by default, if you go to advanced, okay, if you click on this listener and if you go to advanced, it will support for get and post. But here for update, which method you want to use? I want to use put here. Okay, so it should allow only put method. Now, what about delete? Advanced delete operations delete flow. So again, one for create, read, update and delete. Okay, now you can see in the console. Okay, still it is deploying. Let's wait for a few seconds. So meanwhile, let me prepare the data also. So for insert, I'm going to, okay, 100 or else let me go with 20050 The account number is 1234567 instead of this 22334455. Okay. As of now, I'm going to keep it as okay. The name is Ramya. Okay. Class Mule, city, Bangalore, phone number and zip code, email ID. Okay. This is for insert. Then you can go to Data Explorer. So here you can see how many items, how many documents are available. Okay. So far 5, right? Okay. So far 5. The ID also everything it is started with 1 only. Okay. Now I'm trying to insert this value. Okay. It's not running in a debug mode. I think so. We have run it in a normal way. Okay. That's fine. Before post the document. Okay. See, as soon as if you insert, okay. See, after this, you can see, right? Okay. Self, e-tag, attachments. Okay. These are all automatically it will get generate and you are getting the timestamp. Okay. What time it has inserted. Okay. So one record, it's already inserted. Okay. The user is trying to insert the same record. What will happen? It will get failed because the ID and partition key are same. Okay. Let's try to see. See here. Request return status code as 409. 409 is something like it's like a conflict. Okay. Either you need to change ID or you need to change account number. See, these two should be always unique. So that is the reason we have given account number as partition key. Suppose if I change it as this one, 55. Okay, 55. The same account number, it will get insert because these two, it will combine and it will work like a primary key. Okay, let's try here. Okay, now it is inserted. Okay, I want to know, okay, whether it is inserted or not, how you will get to know. You can go to database and you can search it here. See, 20050, 20055. There are 2 records. Now, I want to fetch this value 20050 with this account number. So what we need to do? You can go to get 20050. So what is the account number? So the account number also you need to pass. So what it will do? It will take all these query parameters. It will go here and it will pass all the values, and this connector is going to help us to get all these values. Okay, let's do here. Let's click on send. See, as many times you want, okay, as many times you want, you can do send. See, the same value it is displaying. Okay, fine. Now, what is update? Okay, I don't want this column. So I have already explained, right? Okay. So this is like NoSQL database. It's like semi-structured data. In this document, as many records, as many attributes you want, you can keep it. Suppose as of now, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 8 attributes, right? So I want to keep 80, you can keep it. I want to keep only 2, you can keep it. That is up to you. That is up to you. Okay. Now I want to update in the class. Okay. I want to remove this. I want to remove this. It's like also updating the document only, right? Okay. Now go to insert. So not insert, update. Okay. Take this save values. Go to update and copy paste here. So I want to remove this class. Just observe. So for which record? 2050, not 2055, 2050. Just click on this send. See what happened? Okay, it is updated. Even if you want to search it here, you can go to your Cosmos DB and you can find it here. Okay, now again, I want to remove city, phone, and zip, or I want to update city as BLR to Bangalore, suppose. So how it is going to work? See Bangalore. See here, as many you want, you can update it. Okay, the same data. So every time it will hit the database and it will get replaced. But you can observe the timestamp. Okay, now it is a 493. See 497. See here. So like this, it will get updated. Now again, I want to remove these two fields and I want to add another fields. City. So here I want to add branch. Where is my branch? It's like Kerpuram. Suppose you want to keep it like this. Now it will get updated. See the same document, it is updated. Even if you want, you can go to get and you can search here. See here how beautiful it is. It got updated. Now the only final option, you need to delete. I want to delete this record 20050 with this account number. I want to delete this. 20050 is my ID. I want to delete this. Now you can see. Okay, Cosmos delete. No endpoint for this. Okay. Let's observe. So what is the flow we have given? So Azure we have given. Okay. I'll change it. Okay. I'll change it. It's building now. Okay, it will take few seconds to refresh your application. Okay. Now Cosmos and delete. Okay. The ID and account number. Okay. Unable to parse empty input while reading payload as JSON. Okay. So there is some issue. Just observe now. What is the value we have given here? Account number. Account number. Okay, let me copy this. What is the issue? We'll see. Okay, the same value only. Let me comment out this. Attributes dot query forms dot account number. Simply will call it as okay where account number equal to 12345. Okay, it's working. Now let's see what is the value we have given. Account number while reading payload as JSON, unable to parse empty input. Okay, I think the issue with this one. Okay, let me debug. So instead of wasting our time just to debug. Click on debug. See, the record was deleted. Okay, the record was deleted, but we are getting the error message. Unable to pass empty input while reading payload as JSON. Okay. So instead of this, what you can do, you can keep it as okay, record was deleted successfully, something like this. Okay, that also you can keep. Let's see what it is going to give us. Now, let me quickly insert the record. Okay, still it is loading. Okay, it is started successfully now. It came here. It is created the document. Okay, request return status code as 409. Yes, we are inserting the same record. I want to go with 20050. Okay, cool. The next record. So you can handle the previous errors, like we can use on error continue or on error propagate. Okay, so that is called on error continue. You can use with the status code. Okay, now the record is inserted 20050. So all the operations are working fine apart from delete. So delete also working fine, but you are not getting the proper output. Okay, that is what we have to see. Deleted successfully. Just let me type here. What is the payload? See, payload is empty. So that is the reason it is failing, I think. Okay. So what is the payload here? Okay, that is the reason it is failing. So instead of payload, keeping empty payload, what we can do is record our document. Okay. Deleted successfully. Plus. If you want, you can keep the ID also. Okay. Attributes dot. Okay, the status code. Status code is the number. Okay, not required this. So as of now, you can keep only record deleted successfully. So now you can stop this one and run in a normal mode. So this time it will get deleted successfully. So anyway, it's already deleted. Again, we will insert the same record. Okay, again you can insert the same record. So this is how it will work. This is how it will work. See, these are the CRUD operations. So user will send the data to MuleSoft. So here MuleSoft is working as like a middleware. So MuleSoft is going to take care about sending the request and getting the response back. So here it is the target is Azure Cosmos. Source is this one, target is this one. So there is one assignment I'm giving here. So what is that assignment? Read the data from Snowflake and insert into Cosmos DB every 5 minutes. So this is the task. So you have to perform. So how to read the data? So you know already Snowflake integration and Azure Cosmos integration. Every 5 minutes, you need to connect with, every 5 minutes, you need to connect with Snowflake database, and you can read some data, okay, either 100 records or 200 records, just pump into Cosmos DB. So that is what you need to do. Okay. So it is deployed now. Just go to insert. So the record is inserted successfully. Now I want to delete. Okay, the same record. Suppose I want to get it. See, it is getting now. I want to update. Here we do have multiple values. I'm going to replace with that. So the name itself, I'm going to replace, suppose Ravi. Okay, just observe here. See, the name is replaced. Even again, you want to see the get operation. See, the name is replaced. Even you can verify from the DB with the same values. See here. Suppose you want to query your database. Okay, there are two options. Okay, one you can use edit filter here, and another one you can use as new SQL query. So here you can perform. Here you can perform select star from C. So it will get all the values. See here, we are getting all those values. Now I want to delete this record. Finally, we are going to perform delete operation here. The record deleted successfully. When the user is trying to get the same value, what is the value we will get? See, request returned status code as 404. Okay, so that means there is no matching value for this. So even you can verify from DB. See, I want to delete this one also. Okay, I want to delete another record. Okay, so what you can do, just you can pass the value here. That's it. I want to delete another record also, 2055 with this account number. Record deleted successfully. Just do refresh here. See, so earlier it was 7 records. Now it will be only 5. Okay. Yes, that's it for today. We'll see you in another session. Thanks for watching this. Happy learning.